Konnichiwa. Today I'm going to make Tamagoyaki, Japanese rolled omelet. In Japan, there is a special rectangular pan for making Tamagoyaki, but it's hard to find outside of Japan. So today I'll show you a recipe for making Tamagoyaki using a regular round frying pan. I'll also show you how to make Tamagoyaki with cheese using a rectangular pan. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get started. Prepare a small bowl and crack in 3 eggs. Today, we are making enough for 1 to 2 servings, but using 4 eggs is also fine. Next, we will add the seasonings. To enhance the umami flavor, add half a tablespoon of soy sauce, add 2 tablespoons of water to make it juicier, and then add just half a teaspoon of potato starch. Adding potato starch helps retain moisture, ensuring the tamagoyaki remains tasty even after some time. Finally, you like sweet tamagoyaki. You can add 1 tablespoon of sugar. Once you've added all the seasonings, let's mix them together. It's very important to mix well to break up the egg whites and combine them with the yolks. Egg yolks and whites solidify at different temperatures, so if you don't mix well, the texture will suffer. While this video skips the detailed mixing process, make sure to mix thoroughly. Add a ladle to scoop the egg mixture to ensure it is well mixed. If you can't see any egg whites like this, it's a sign that it is well combined. Now, let's begin cooking. Prepare a small round frying pan and a spatula. Also, prepare a kitchen paper towel soaked in oil. Having this ready is convenient because you'll be applying oil several times during cooking. Place the frying pan in the center of the burner and spread oil over the entire surface. If you don't apply oil, the eggs will stick to the pan and you won't be able to make tamagoyaki properly. So be sure to do this. Turn on the burner and heat the frying pan. To achieve a fluffy finish, cook slowly over low heat. After 3 minutes, check if the frying pan is heated. Drop a little egg mixture onto the pan. If it sizzles, the pan is hot enough. If the pan isn't heated, the tamagoyaki will turn out soggy. Next, pour 1 ladleful of the egg mixture into the frying pan. Gently stir it a bit and spread the mixture evenly over the surface to help the eggs set more quickly. Heat until there is just a little bit of liquid remaining, like this. The next step is the most crucial point. Use a spatula to cut the edge like this, shaping the egg to make it easier to fold. Place the cut edge on top of the sheet of egg. You can fold with chopsticks, but cutting with a spatula is easier. Let's start folding the egg. It's easier to fold it from the far side like this. Once done, move it to the far side in preparation for the next fold. Next, spread oil over the entire frying pan again. This repeated oiling is why I recommended preparing the oil-soaked kitchen paper. Then, pour a second ladleful of the egg mixture into the frying pan. Here is the key point. Lift the first layer of cooked egg and allow the egg mixture to flow underneath. Doing this makes it easier to fold the egg. If you don't do this, the egg might tear while folding, so be sure to do it. Just like the first time, heat until there is a little liquid remaining, then cut the edge with a spatula. If it's not properly heated, it will be difficult to cut, so please be careful. It's fold if you place the cut part towards the center as much as possible. Then fold from the far side just like the first time. After folding, remember to move the tamagoyaki to the far side. After this, repeat the same process as the second time until the egg mixture is used up. If there's less than 2 ladlefuls left, you can add all the remaining egg mixture. If there's too little egg mixture, it will be difficult to fold, so for the last round, add more than 1 ladleful. Adding more egg mixture will lower the temperature of the pan, so it will take a bit longer for the eggs to set. However, do not turn up the heat to speed up the process. Doing so will cause failure. The key to a delicious result is to spread the egg mixture evenly across the pan and cook slowly over low heat. Finally, cut the edge, move it to the center and fold the tamagoyaki. As the tamagoyaki gets larger, folding it becomes more challenging, but I'll share a tip. Tilt the frying pan towards the far side to make it easier for the spatula to slide under the tamagoyaki, allowing you to fold it easily. Give it a try. Oh, what a beautiful tamagoyaki! Once it's done cooking, turn off the heat and shape it with a spatula while letting it sit for a minute using residual heat. If you plan to eat it later, it's safer to keep the heat on for an additional minute. Transfer a goyaki to a cutting board and slice it into easy-to-eat pieces. Trim the edges to improve its appearance. For an omelet of this size, dividing it into 4 equal parts is recommended. What cross-section! This jiggly texture looks incredibly delicious, doesn't it? That's the effect of adding potato starch and water. Once you've plated it, the tamagoyaki made with a round frying pan is complete. I recommend serving it with soy sauce. It's so fluffy and delicious. Next, I'll also show you how to make tamagoyaki using a rectangular pan. We'll add a twist and make a cheese-filled tamagoyaki. The basic method is the same, but let's quickly review it again to master making tamagoyaki. Heat the pan, spread the oil, and check the temperature after a minute. This should be fine. Pour a ladleful of egg mixture and spread it evenly across the pan. With a rectangular pan, there's no need to cut the edges with a spatula. Place a handful of cheese around the center, then fold from the far side. Move the tamagoyaki to the far side of the pan and remember to spread the oil again. This time we're using 2 eggs, so pour in all the remaining egg mixture. A benefit of using a rectangular pan is that you can easily make tamagoyaki with a small number of eggs. Don't forget to lift the cooked egg and let the egg mixture flow underneath. Also, cooking slowly over low heat is important even when using a rectangular pan. Then add cheese again and fold the egg. Try supporting the front with chopsticks while folding. It makes the process easier. Finally, shape it slightly with the spatula and heat for another minute to finish. The pan is sized so that you can make a tamagoyaki with just 3 folds, making it easy to create a neat result. Transfer tamagoyaki to a cutting board for slicing. Since the edges have turned out nicely, you can plate it without cutting them off. Cut it into bite-sized pieces for easy eating. Make sure to cut it while the cheese is still melted. The cheese inside the tamagoyaki looks incredibly delicious. Now, just plate it and you're done. The melty cheese and fluffy eggs are a perfect match and taste amazing. Be sure to give it a try. I hope you are enjoying today's video. If you enjoyed the recipe, please let me know. If you liked this video, please subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up. We also have social media like Instagram, so please check them out in the description. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. ありがとう。